Hello, second grade scholars. We're taking a trip today. Come with me as we take a closer look into our community. So, what is a community anyway? Well, a community is a group of people who live, work, and play together, just like you play with your friends. There are 3 types of communities. They're called urban, suburban, and rural. So an urban community is a city that has tall buildings and homes that are stacked on top of each other or very close together. Let's take a look. Do you see those tall buildings? There are homes stacked on top of each other there. Those are called apartments. In the city, people get around by using public transportation, like taxis, they ride buses, or they take trains called the subway system. There are lots of fun things to do in the city. They're full of museums and parks and libraries, and the grocery stores are usually close to each other, not far away, within walking distance or a short transportation ride away. Ooh, look at this. This is a community garden. Mrs. Richards, I have one of those. And you come and you grow fruits and vegetables and flowers. It's lots of fun. This book, you've probably heard this book read before, Ezra Jack Keats' book. Peter lives in an urban community. A suburban community is near the city. Houses are a little further apart, and lots of people have yards. Here's an example of a suburban community. They're near the city, but you see they have yards. They might even have a playground in their backyard or a swing set. Most people drive or take a bus to the city. Sometimes people even ride their bikes to get to different parts of the city. The suburbs also have libraries or a mall within driving distance. Do you know who lives here? That's right, it's Doc McStuffins. This is her neighborhood. See her house is not that far away from the house next to hers, and that she has lots of yard space. She lives in the suburbs. A rural community is where houses are very far apart and there are lots of land and farms. In a rural community, people live much farther away. You might see more animals, farms, barns. There's lots of grass and trees. There's tons of space and houses aren't very close to each other. Most people drive cars or trucks. Have you ever read the book by Laura Ingalls Wilder? The Little House books tell us about what life was like in a rural community a long time ago. Okay, so let's talk about it. How are urban, suburban, and rural communities alike? How are they different? And have you figured out what community you live in? Do you live in an urban, suburban, or rural community?